Hello, Andrew Eifert here with part 5 of my music career advice. Back in the early 90s, before the internet and all the social media crap, this is what you needed to get a gig at, a respectable room around the area that you lived in. This is what I would call a promo pack that I still think is valid today, maybe in the internet version of this, but certainly still valid, still will work, still will help you get gigs. Oops, this is, a pretty simple example of what we had, but this is what you need today, only in the internet form. Quickly, there's a I'm not going to read through all this, but this is a brief synopsis of the band right here. Of course, you needed band photos. Yeah, this was a heavy metal band. And, this is what everyone looked like back then. This is me in the middle right here. And then, of course, we had a brief bio of all the different musicians in the band. Just a brief little paragraph, or longer, doesn't really matter. We had a set list of all our covers and all of our original tunes that we could give the owner. We had, clips of some of the local music magazines that were in the area that talked about us. Unsolicited, this was just stuff that came up because we played at some of the, nicer rooms in the house because we had a manager. And, we had a few blurbs in different areas. This was proof of some of the places that we played here and there, more magazine articles about us. That was the basic buzz of us back in the day. Of course, the band only lasted maybe 3 years. And it brings me back to, obviously if it was a solo situation back in the day, I could continue on with my name and, get new members and that would be the end of the day. But because we were a band with, a single name that, I don't know, nobody, I guess, really took ownership. So I guess I could have continued. But, we lost, the whole band broke up for different reasons or whatever. The drummer went on to immediately got another gig with another band. The guitar player has since turned into a heroin addict. The bass player stole $2,000 from me, so I'm not getting back with him again. But anyway, again, but this is the promo pack, and it's something that you need to get gigs around the area. We also, of course, had we had music videos, of course, back then, old VHS tapes that are hilarious to watch nowadays, and other photos too. But this was the simple promo pack. And of course, we had a studio quality demo tape. And we had a manager. And, we played with national acts. We played backup to national acts. We played with a band called Kicks. I don't know if you remember that. There were other national acts. I just, for some reason, the name of them, but we played at the Bayou, which was the same stage that Bruce Springsteen played at back in his early part of the career. So these promo packs and a manager really help make your band give you some credibility and take you to at least level 2 of your position. But my point of bringing all this up, besides this, back then, before social media really came into existence, you had to get together a buzz with local music magazines, which are not even around anymore, or certainly not in the paper form. So it's actually probably, in some ways, it's probably harder. Back then, the people who wrote these articles actually had to go out and see the bands for themselves live. I'm not really sure people are doing that as much. So you have to make your own buzz back then and now. And quite frankly, the way the music industry is today, if you're looking for a contract, you know what? You're not going to get one unless you've created that initial buzz about your band to begin with. That means hiring a professional photographer to take, professional photos. And note that all the information of the band is on this photo. So it's more than a photo of the band. It actually is a business calling card. And you can still use this today if you're meeting people in person. So the same goes back then as it does. You need professional photographers. You need professional videographers to get your stuff together and make it look right, sound good. You need a good tape. And you need all of that to get the good buzz. You need all your social media stuff, and you need lots of followers on there. And you need to prove and test market your area before any record company is going to even look at you. And they're not going to accept unsolicited material sent to them. Below this link, I'm actually going to include a video made by a Sony record executive, and he backs up everything I'm saying right now. I mean, let's face it. If you want to be a professional musician, number one, you have to prove to the record companies you have the drive, the energy, and the gusto to do all the hard work it takes to become a professional musician. And that matters more to record executives there than true talent, look, and even, a good song, of course, is part of it. But even a mediocre sound song is going to go a much further way than a lazy musician that's not doing the groundwork for the record companies. I mean, the record companies want a proven material, proven act before they're going to invest. And you need all of this. You need this promo pack. If you don't have one, just forget about it. You don't have what it takes to be a musician because you're not doing the simple stuff to get started in this business. It's a lot of work. It's not get a record deal and let everyone else do it. No, you still have to do the hard work. Anyway, Andrew Eifert signing out for number 5. Please look below in this video and watch this video of this Sony music executive. And he's a real deal person. Andrew Eifert signing off.